You might be shocked to learn about Franz Ferdinand's assassination. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria was killed, an event that sparked World War I and changed the course of history. This assassination took place precisely 28 years after the killing of his grandfather, Emperor Maximilian of Mexico, on the same date in 1867. The two assassinations underline a fascinating connection between these historical figures and their turbulent times. Franz Ferdinand was an important royal, and his death accelerated tensions among European powers already on edge. The fallout led to widespread warfare and massive political shifts across the continent. It's intriguing to think about how one tragic event can have such far-reaching effects. Many historians argue that the war reshaped global politics for decades. In fact, the ripples of World War I can still be felt today as they help set the stage for World War II and the modern world. Isn't it fascinating to see how history intertwines in such dramatic ways, connecting generations through pivotal moments? Did you know insects are delicacies in Asia? In many Asian cultures, munching on insects is not just a quirky trend, it's a deep-rooted tradition. In countries like China, scorpions, centipedes, silkworms, spiders, and grasshoppers are popular snacks, often enjoyed for their unique flavors and crunchy textures. Street vendors serve these treats fried or roasted, offering a taste experience that's both adventurous and packed with protein. The practice of eating insects, known as entomophagy, dates back thousands of years, and it's fantastic for sustainability. Raising insects requires less land and water compared to traditional livestock, making them an eco-friendly food source. As we face global challenges like food security and climate change, these little critters could play a big role in our diets. So next time you're looking for a snack, why not consider trying something new? Would you be brave enough to taste a fried cricket or a crunchy scorpion? Exploring these delicacies might just surprise your taste buds. This might surprise you. Women's hearts beat faster. Did you know that a woman's heart is generally smaller than a man's heart? This size difference means that a woman's heart pumps a lower volume of blood with each beat. To make up for this, a woman's heart usually beats 6 to 8 times faster each minute compared to a man's heart. Isn't that fascinating? One key player in this difference is estrogen, a hormone that not only affects various bodily functions, but also influences heart rates. So while a man might have a larger heart that beats more slowly, a woman's smaller heart works a bit harder, beating faster to ensure her body gets the oxygen and nutrients it needs. Understanding these differences helps us recognize how unique our bodies are and how hormones impact our health in intricate ways. Isn't the human body amazing? Surprisingly, blood in black and white films isn't red. In the classic era of filmmaking, especially during the time of movies like Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, filmmakers faced a unique challenge when it came to depicting blood. Since black and white film only captures shades of gray, directors were forced to get creative. To create the illusion of blood, they often used various substitutes. For instance, in Psycho's iconic shower scene, Hitchcock used chocolate syrup to simulate blood, as its dark color created the perfect effect against the stark white shower backdrop. This clever trick not only made the scene more visually striking, but also demonstrated how resourceful filmmakers could be with limited tools. Other films experimented with different colors, using everything from dyed corn syrup to paint, depending on the desired effect. The next time you watch an old black and white film, remember that what you see might not be what it seems. Can you guess what other creative methods filmmakers use to bring their visions to life? Turns out the truth is that dung beetles navigate by starlight. It might sound unbelievable, but these tiny insects cleverly use the Milky Way to find their way across dark landscapes. Dung beetles, often overlooked in the animal kingdom, possess a remarkable ability that combines their instinctual behavior with celestial navigation. By gazing at the stars, they can orient themselves and keep their precious balls of dung rolling in a straight line, which is essential for avoiding predators and returning to their burrows. This skill becomes even more fascinating when you consider that on cloudy nights, when constellations are hidden, some species adapt by utilizing the moon's glow instead. Imagine a small beetle, no larger than your thumb, relying on the sparkling expanse of the night sky as its guide while toting a dung ball that dwarfs its body. This incredible talent highlights the extraordinary connection between nature and the cosmos, inviting us to appreciate how even the smallest creatures harness the universe's wonders to survive and thrive in their environments. What if I told you motorcycles face an early death in China? In an intriguing twist, China has a regulation that requires motorcycles to be decommissioned and destroyed just 13 years after their registration, no matter how well they're still running. This law, aimed at reducing pollution and improving road safety, means that bikers can't hold on to their machines for long. Imagine spending years customizing or maintaining a beloved motorcycle, only to be told it has to go. This strict rule has sparked debates among riders and environmentalists alike. On one hand, it could help cut down on emissions from older vehicles. On the other, it frustrates motorcycle enthusiasts who see their cherished rides turned to scrap prematurely. Many wonder if this approach truly balances ecological concerns with the love of riding. How do you feel about such a short lifespan for your bike? Here's a wild fact about a chaotic soccer match. In a heated derby clash between Claypole and Victoriano, referee Damian Rubino made history by issuing a staggering 36 cards during the game. This included an astonishing 11 red cards to just one team, which meant that every single player had to leave the field. Imagine the shock on the fans' faces as their team was completely sent off. But it didn't stop there. The match spiraled into a chaotic brawl that involved not only the players but also substitutes and coaching staff, creating mayhem all around. To regain control, local police even had to step in. Such moments illustrate how intense rivalries can escalate quickly and turn what should be a spirited competition into an unforgettable spectacle of chaos. It raises an important question. How can sportsmanship be preserved in such heated moments? Here's a wild fact about the Outer Banks. These stunning islands off North Carolina's coast aren't simply static landmasses. They're actually on the move. The Outer Banks are increasingly shifting westward due to the combined forces of nature, primarily strong storms and relentless winds. These powerful forces push sand from the eastern shores toward the west, reshaping the landscape year after year. Imagine standing on a beach where the water used to kiss the sand, only to find that the shoreline has mysteriously retreated several feet. This dynamic movement is not just a visual wonder, but also a subject of intense study for researchers focused on coastal erosion and the implications of climate change. As these islands migrate, they also alter the delicate balance of local ecosystems. The Outer Banks host a variety of unique wildlife, and as their habitats change, so does the distribution of the animals that rely on them. So when you next set foot on these beautiful beaches, appreciate that you are witnessing a continually evolving environment that is alive and ever-changing. Ever thought about why military mascots matter? In the British Army, regimental mascots are more than just adorable animals. They embody a rich tradition that blends whimsy with discipline. Each regiment often chooses a specific animal to represent their unit, which can range from goats to dogs or even more exotic creatures. These mascots are not only there for morale, but also serve to strengthen the bond between soldiers and their communities. The quirky nature of having a mascot lightens the serious atmosphere of military life, reminding everyone that even in structured environments, there's room for a little fun. When an animal becomes part of a regiment, it symbolizes loyalty and courage, echoing the qualities soldiers strive for. Plus, the sight of a goat or a terrier marching alongside troops boosts camaraderie and national pride. So next time you see a military mascot, remember the joy and tradition it represents. Did you know that magnets can boost classroom focus? Magnetic devices in classrooms have become a game changer for student learning. These clever tools block unwanted mobile phone signals, which helps create a distraction-free environment. Imagine walking into a classroom where the usual buzz of notifications is silenced. This allows students to concentrate better on lessons and activities without the constant pull of their devices. The use of these magnetic blockers is especially important in today's tech-filled world, where distractions from phones can derail even the brightest minds. Teachers have reported improved engagement and less off-task behavior since implementing this technology. By reducing the temptation of a smartphone in class, these devices encourage students to be present and actively participate in their learning experience. Who knew magnets could play such a vital role in education? Ever wondered if we really have free will? The ongoing debate in philosophical theology tackles the complex question of whether God predetermines our actions, often referred to as theological determinism, or if we truly have the power to choose. This discussion digs deep into what it means to be responsible for our actions. Imagine living in a world where every decision is already laid out by divine preordination. How would that change our understanding of right and wrong? If our choices are fixed, can we still be held accountable for them? Or would that simply fall to a higher power? On the flip side, the idea of free will suggests we have the autonomy to shape our destinies, making us the architects of our lives. This philosophical tug-of-war not only influences religion, but also impacts ethics, law, and our everyday relationships. So in a universe guided by a creator, where do we stand in the driver's seat of our lives? Guess what really drives your sneeze reflex? It turns out that most of us can't sneeze with our eyes open. The reason behind this fascinating fact lies in how our bodies are wired. When you feel a sneeze coming on, your body prepares for a powerful release of air from your nose and mouth to expel any irritants. As part of this process, a reflex triggers the muscles around your eyelids to close tight, acting as a protective mechanism. This reflex helps keep foreign particles from entering your eyes during a sneeze. You might be surprised to discover that attempting to keep your eyes open while sneezing could lead to discomfort or even harm. Some people humorously claim it may result in spontaneous eye watering. It's incredible to think about how this automatic response exemplifies the body's clever design to protect itself. Each time that familiar tickle in your nose signals an impending sneeze, remember to embrace the closed eye experience. It's a natural way our bodies safeguard us from potential dangers. Why not appreciate this quirky yet vital reflex? Believe it or not, the bumblebee bat is tiny. This remarkable creature holds the title for the smallest mammal in the world, measuring less than 30 millimeters in length. Imagine a bat that fits comfortably in the palm of your hand. Native to parts of Thailand and Myanmar, this little bat has a wingspan of about 15 centimeters, which is much larger than its body. Its small size allows it to flutter around in search of insects, its main source of food. Bumblebee bats have a unique appearance, with tiny, delicate features that make them look almost like little flying bees, hence the name. These bats thrive in their natural habitats by roosting in caves or under palm leaves, where they remain safe from predators. Despite their size, they play a critical role in the ecosystem by controlling insect populations. Sadly, their populations are threatened due to habitat loss and climate change. By learning more about these fascinating animals, we can better appreciate the wonders of nature and the importance of conserving their habitats. You might be shocked to learn that curious about Brunei's unique monarchy. In the tiny nation of Brunei, located on the picturesque island of Borneo, a striking example of absolute monarchy emerges. This system places Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah in control of nearly all aspects of governance, allowing him to make decisions ranging from laws to economic policies without the checks present in many modern governments. Remarkably, Brunei is among only 2 countries in Asia that adhere to this traditional form of rule, standing out in an increasingly democratic world. One of the most fascinating features of this monarchy is the Sultan's immense wealth, which is estimated at a staggering $20 billion. This fortune is largely derived from Brunei's abundant oil and gas reserves, solidifying his status as one of the richest individuals on the planet. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah's opulent lifestyle reflects his financial power, as he intertwines classic grandeur with contemporary living. This unique blend of authority and affluence not only shapes Brunei's national identity, but also raises intriguing questions about the balance of power, wealth, and governance in our evolving global landscape. Believe it or not, butterflies migrate across generations. Monarch butterflies embark on one of the most incredible journeys in the natural world, traveling up to 4,000 kilometers from North America to central Mexico. What makes this migration truly astonishing is that no single butterfly completes the entire journey. Instead, it takes 3 to 4 generations of these stunning insects to finish what their ancestors began. The final generation, affectionately known as the Methuselah generation, is exceptional. It can live up to 8 months, significantly longer than the typical lifespan of a mere few weeks. This longer life enables them to bravely navigate the way back northward. Scientists are tirelessly studying how these butterflies find their way using a combination of the sun, Earth's magnetic field, and something called genetic memory. Historically, ancient Mesoamerican cultures believed that monarchs were the returning souls of ancestors, especially during the Day of the Dead. With climate change posing a severe threat to their habitats, monarch butterflies are more than just a symbol of beauty. They are crucial indicators of ecological health and resilience. Their remarkable migration story is a relay of life, memory, and survival. Have you ever wondered why stars tell a story? The stars we see twinkling in the night sky aren't showing us their current selves. They're giving us a glimpse into the past. The light we observe from the farthest stars has journeyed for about 4,000 years, meaning it left those stars when the ancient Egyptian pyramids were still being constructed. Imagine that! Each point of light represents a moment in time, shining across the universe to reach our eyes today. So when you gaze up at those stars, you're seeing not just the wonders of the cosmos, but also the history of our world. It's fascinating to think that the very same light that illuminated the skies for ancient civilizations is still reaching us now. Next time you stargaze, remember you're witnessing a cosmic time capsule, connecting you directly to the past. Isn't that awe-inspiring? Can you imagine that flamingo knees are hidden? Flamingos are famous for their striking pink feathers and long legs. But did you know their knees are tucked away high on their legs? This unique anatomy means their actual knees are covered by fluffy feathers, making them appear graceful as they wade through shallow waters. When searching for food, flamingos tilt their bodies and bend their necks, using their specialized beaks to sift through mud and water for tasty treats like algae and small crustaceans. This clever design not only helps them stay balanced while standing on one leg, a common pose for these bird beauties, but also allows them to navigate their watery habitats with ease. So next time you see a flamingo, remember there's more than meets the eye when it comes to their surprising knee placement. You won't believe this about car travel after 9/11. In the aftermath of the devastating September 11th attacks in 2001, fears surrounding air travel skyrocketed, leading many Americans to avoid flying altogether. Instead, they chose to travel by car, believing it to be a safer option. Tragically, this decision resulted in an estimated 1,000 additional fatalities. The increased road traffic brought about by this shift led to more accidents, illustrating how fear can dramatically influence our choices. Researchers found that while the risks of flying did increase in the short term due to heightened security, the relative safety of air travel still surpassed that of driving. This unexpected consequence serves as a powerful reminder of how our decisions, driven by fear and uncertainty, can sometimes lead to dire outcomes. Isn't it fascinating how our instincts can steer us away from danger, but also into unforeseen risks? Did you know the sun controls our solar system? The sun accounts for a staggering 99.86% of the total mass within our solar system, making it the ultimate gravitational powerhouse. Imagine everything from planets like Earth and Mars to moons, asteroids, and comets, all dancing in a cosmic ballet around this massive celestial body. Without the sun's incredible mass and energy, life as we know it on Earth would be impossible, and our solar system would be an entirely different environment. The sun's gravity creates a strong bond that keeps the planets in their orbits, preventing them from drifting aimlessly into space. It also provides the light and warmth necessary for life, crafting the conditions that allow us to thrive. In fact, our sun is a star, a burning ball of gas that fuses hydrogen into helium, releasing tremendous amounts of energy through nuclear fusion. So the next time you bask in the sunlight, remember how critical this giant ball of gas is to our existence and the stability of everything in our solar realm. Explore Egypt's ancient treasures that still captivate us. Egypt stands out as one of the oldest countries in the world, boasting a history that stretches back thousands of years. When you think of Egypt, images of majestic pyramids and the winding Nile River likely come to mind. These landmarks are not just tourist attractions, they are symbols of an incredible civilization that mastered architecture and engineering. The pyramids, built as tombs for pharaohs, reflect the ancient Egyptians' impressive understanding of geometry and labor organization. Meanwhile, the Nile River has been a lifeline, supporting agriculture and trade throughout history. The rich tapestry of Egyptian culture includes remarkable achievements in writing, art, and governance, making it a significant player on the world stage. As you delve into Egypt's past, you discover a civilization that has influenced many others and continues to inspire curiosity and admiration. How does this ancient society's legacy shape our understanding of history today? Did you know the Statue of Liberty was a lighthouse? Originally designed by French sculptor Federico Auguste Bartholdi, this iconic symbol was dedicated in 1886 to welcome immigrants arriving in the United States. Standing at an impressive 151 feet tall, or a towering 305 feet when you include its pedestal, the statue holds a significant place in American history. France gifted this remarkable work of art to the U.S. as a celebration of American independence, symbolizing friendship between the two nations. Interestingly, when it was first constructed, the Statue of Liberty boasted a gleaming brown hue due to its copper skin. Over time, however, the copper oxidized, giving the statue its familiar green patina. This transformation not only adds to its charm, but also tells the story of resilience. Today it stands proudly in New York Harbor, continuing to inspire millions with its message of hope and freedom. Can you imagine how many people have marveled at its beauty and significance? What if I told you robots can box now? Meet Nadia, the amazing humanoid robot that's stepping into the virtual boxing ring. Designed for combat training, Nadia uses virtual reality to let people practice their boxing skills without any real-life impact. This means you can dodge punches and throw jabs without the risk of getting hurt. Imagine being able to train with a robot that mimics a real opponent's moves while keeping everything safe and fun. Nadia is equipped with advanced sensors and AI that track your movements, giving you instant feedback to improve your technique. Whether you're a beginner looking to learn the ropes or an experienced fighter aiming to refine your skills, practicing with Nadia opens up a whole new world of training possibilities. So are you ready to put on those virtual gloves and step into the ring with a robot buddy? Here's a wild fact about IRS history. Michael J. Dillon, a dedicated IRS revenue officer, was tragically shot on September 23, 1983. On that fateful day, while trying to collect a $500 debt, Dillon encountered former IRS employee James F. Bradley, who reacted violently. This shocking incident marked a dark chapter in the history of the IRS, as it led to Dillon becoming the only officer killed in the line of duty for a staggering 27 years. His death raised awareness about the risks faced by IRS officers and prompted discussions on safety measures. It wasn't until nearly 3 decades later that another IRS officer lost their life in a similar way, highlighting the serious nature of their work. The courage and dedication shown by officers like Dillon remind us that even in roles often seen as mundane, there are real dangers involved. How can we better support those ensuring our tax system works smoothly? Prepare to be amazed by the Parker Solar Probe. This incredible spacecraft, launched in August 2018, is on a thrilling journey to uncover the secrets of the sun's outer atmosphere, known as the corona. The Parker Solar Probe is not just any spacecraft, it's the fastest human-made object ever built, zooming through space at mind-boggling speeds of up to 692,000 kilometers per hour. Imagine racing around the Earth more than 17 times in just 1 hour. As it gets closer to the sun than any previous mission, this probe collects vital data that helps scientists understand solar winds and magnetic fields. These insights are crucial as they can inform us about space weather that impacts our technology, satellites, and even power grids down here on Earth. With each close approach, the Parker Solar Probe is bravely pushing the boundaries of our solar system knowledge. What new discoveries will it reveal next? Hard to believe, but the Sphinx has secrets. This iconic limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh stands proudly on the Giza Plateau, right next to the famous pyramids. Crafted over 4,500 years ago during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre, it is one of the largest and oldest statues in the world. The Sphinx, measuring about 66 feet tall and 240 feet long, has been a source of endless curiosity, inspiring both awe and speculation. For instance, some historians question how the ancient Egyptians managed to carve such a colossal figure using only primitive tools. Additionally, the Sphinx's missing nose has sparked numerous theories, with some suggesting it was destroyed by cannon fire in the 18th century, while others think it eroded over time. As one of the last remaining wonders of the ancient world, the Great Sphinx continues to captivate visitors and scholars alike, prompting the question, what other secrets lie beneath its sandy exterior? Have you ever wondered why memes are popular? The US government took a closer look at this intriguing question by funding a study on memes, those funny images that spread like wildfire on the internet. This research aimed to understand how memes evolve and circulate within online communities, contributing to their runaway success. By analyzing how memes convey humor and ideas, researchers could see patterns in their spread, much like virus outbreaks. The study revealed not only the cultural impact of memes, but also their role in shaping conversations across social media platforms. It's fascinating to think that what might seem like simple jokes can influence public opinion or even political movements. As memes continue to evolve, the interplay between humor and technology shows just how powerful these images can be in our digital age. So next time you scroll through your social feeds, remember there's more than meets the eye with these viral sensations. Here's a wild fact about Apple's first logo. When Apple was founded in 1976, its logo was quite different from the iconic Apple we see today. Instead of a simple fruit design, the original logo depicted the legendary scientist Isaac Newton sitting under a tree, an image that represented knowledge and innovation. The intricate drawing showed Newton deep in thought, symbolizing the quest for understanding and creativity, which was at the heart of Apple's philosophy. This logo was designed by Ronald Wayne, one of Apple's co-founders, and was a nod to the inspiration that comes from moments of discovery. However, this complex design didn't quite fit the growing tech company's modern vibe. Just a year later, Apple switched to the more recognizable Apple shape, which has evolved over the years, but remains instantly recognizable worldwide. It's fascinating to think how a simple fruit has become so intertwined with technology and creativity. What do you think about the change from Newton to the apple? Did you know that Madagascar is a biodiversity hotspot? This incredible island nation is renowned for its unique plants and animals, with an astounding 90% of its wildlife found nowhere else on Earth. From the bouncing lemurs to colorful chameleons, Madagascar's ecosystems are like living treasures. Its rainforests are home to the largest variety of baobab trees, which are often called the tree of life because they store water and provide food. Meanwhile, the coral reefs off its coast boast a dazzling array of marine life. Madagascar's isolation from the mainland has allowed species to evolve in extraordinary ways, creating an ecological wonderland that fascinates scientists and nature lovers alike. But this unique environment is under threat from deforestation and climate change, making conservation efforts more crucial than ever. Can we help protect this natural marvel for future generations? This might surprise you. Brussels Airport loves chocolate. Known for its delicious, high-quality treats, Brussels Airport sells more chocolate than any other location in the world, racking up an impressive 800 tons of Belgian chocolates each year. Belgium has a rich chocolate-making tradition, and its chocolatiers are celebrated for crafting some of the finest confections. As travelers pass through this busy airport, many indulge in duty-free shopping, often making chocolate their top choice for gifts or personal treats. This trend is especially popular among tourists eager to bring a taste of Belgium back home. Not only does this boost the airport's sales, but it also showcases the country's renowned chocolate industry, making it a sweet spot for food lovers. So next time you find yourself at Brussels Airport, don't miss the chance to pick up some delectable chocolates. After all, it's a record-breaking chocolate haven. Have you ever noticed how white plates affect food? Studies show that the color of your dinnerware can trick your brain into thinking your meal is healthier or less calorie-rich. When food is served on white plates, it tends to stand out more, making the colors of fruits and vegetables pop, while simultaneously making heavier dishes look less intimidating. This visual effect can lead people to serve larger portions, as they mistakenly perceive that they are eating fewer calories. This phenomenon, often overlooked, highlights how our environment shapes our eating habits. It's fascinating how something as simple as a plate color can influence our perception of food and affects our choices at mealtimes. So next time you're setting the table, consider the color of your dishes. Could a simple change in your dinnerware make a difference in your diet? Let's explore the mighty Amazon River together. This incredible river holds two amazing records. It's the longest and most voluminous river in the world. Stretching over 4,000 miles long, the Amazon flows through several countries in South America, including Brazil, Peru, and Colombia. In some places, the river is so wide that if you stand on one bank, you can't even see the other side. It's not just its length that makes the Amazon remarkable. Its volume is mind-boggling too. The river contributes about 1/5 of all the fresh water that flows into the world's oceans. Because of its vast size, the Amazon has created a diverse habitat, home to thousands of species including piranhas, pink dolphins, and even anacondas. The rainforest surrounding it plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate and is often called the lungs of the planet. So the next time you think of mighty rivers, remember the Amazon and all its fascinating features that make it a true natural wonder. Surprisingly, it's a fact that chocolate can be infinite. Imagine a chocolate bar that never runs out. This magical idea relates to math and geometry, creating an illusion that seems almost real. In the world of mathematics, there are tricks like the endless chocolate bar that show how a finite object can appear to regenerate infinitely. The rules of geometry allow us to visualize this concept with incredible effects, such as in optical illusions or fractals. However, while these illusions wow us on paper or in computer graphics, they can't exist in our real world. No matter how much we wish for a never-ending candy supply, the reality of physics stops us from indulging in infinite chocolate. Still, this fun concept sparks curiosity in both math and dessert lovers, inviting us to explore how perception and reality can sometimes play tricks on our minds. Isn't it fascinating how math can make us dream of endless treats? Can you imagine the power of placebos? Recent research from Harvard University and the University of Basel has revealed something intriguing. The placebo effect can still work even when people know they are taking a placebo. This effect shows how our minds can influence our bodies, leading to real changes in how we feel, despite the absence of any active medication. Scientists found that when individuals were aware they received a placebo, they still reported benefits such as reduced pain or improved mood. This fascinating discovery challenges the long-held belief that placebos only work if patients are kept in the dark. Instead, it highlights the role of expectation and belief in the healing process, suggesting that our mindset can significantly impact our health. So next time you hear about a placebo, remember it might not be just a simple sugar pill after all. What can this mean for future treatments? Here's a wild fact about a skydiving accident. In 2015, Victoria Cilliers faced a terrifying ordeal when her parachute failed to deploy during a jump, putting her life in extreme danger. Miraculously, she survived the fall, but the situation became even more sinister. Shortly before the skydiving accident, Victoria had also experienced a mysterious gas leak at her home, which turned out to be part of a larger plan. Investigators later uncovered that her husband had orchestrated both events as part of a chilling murder plot aimed at claiming insurance money. This shocking revelation left everyone stunned, raising questions about trust and betrayal in relationships. Victoria's incredible survival against the odds serves as a reminder of resilience, but it also highlights the dark side of human nature, prompting us to think about how well we really know the people closest to us. Turns out the truth is that robots can fail. Imagine a bustling factory floor filled with the whirring sounds of machines and workers. Suddenly, one robot gets left behind because it couldn't handle the noise. This incident highlights a fascinating aspect of robotic technology. Despite their advanced programming, even robots can encounter issues that lead to malfunctions or operational oversights. In this case, the noise level might have overwhelmed the robot's sensors, causing it to stop working effectively. Engineers design robots to perform complex tasks, but unexpected factors in their environment can still disrupt their functions. This situation raises questions about how we design and operate machines in noisy settings. How can we create better systems that adapt to their surroundings and continue working regardless of the challenges? As technology evolves, ensuring robots can face real-world conditions without hiccups is crucial. Guess what really drives home runs in baseball? Babe Ruth, one of the greatest baseball players of all time, made history by hitting more home runs alone than entire Major League Baseball teams in both 1920 and 1927. In 1920, Ruth smashed 54 home runs, outscoring teams like the Philadelphia Phillies, who collectively hit just 48. Then, in 1927, he blew everyone away again by launching 60 home runs while the entire league couldn't keep up. This demonstrates not just Ruth's remarkable power, but also his exceptional skill at the plate, which set a standard that few have reached since. Ruth's unique blend of strength and strategy transformed the game and helped popularize baseball in America. His dazzling performances inspired future generations of players and fans alike. When you think about what makes baseball thrilling, can you name anyone else who has left such a massive legacy? Hard to believe, but it's not an M. The logo for Monster Energy drink cans is actually a bold representation of claw marks, not just a stylized letter M. This eye-catching design creates the illusion of a monster tearing through the metal, perfectly embodying the energy drink's wild and adventurous spirit. However, in 2014, a YouTube video sparked controversy when it pointed out that each segment of the claw can be seen as resembling the Hebrew symbol for the number 6. This has led some to connect the logo with 6666, often referred to as the number of the beast in popular culture. While many fans enjoy Monster Energy for its flavor and energizing kick, this hidden meaning adds a layer of mystique and debate. Does the logo really symbolize something sinister, or is it simply a creative design choice? Whether you're sipping a can while gaming or hitting the trails, there's definitely more than meets the eye. Did you know tunnels can be deadly? The construction of tunnels has always been fraught with danger, dating back to the London Underground. Built in the 19th century, workers had to grapple with risks like cave-ins and toxic gas exposure, often without the safety measures we take for granted today. Fast forward to modern times, and the dangers persist. Take the Channel Tunnel, for example, where several fatalities occurred during its construction. Despite technological advancements, workers still face hazards due to conditions such as flooding, precarious ground stability, and exposure to heavy machinery. These risks emphasize the importance of stringent safety protocols and training. Every time you ride through a tunnel, think about the skilled hands that made it possible, navigating hazards to connect us and make travel easier. How do engineers ensure our safety today? Surprisingly, it's a fact that wheeled suitcases changed travel forever. In 1954, artist Alfred Krupa made a groundbreaking innovation by inventing the wheeled suitcase. Before this clever design, travelers often had a tough time lugging around heavy bags, which could lead to sore arms and frustrating struggles at train stations or airports. Imagine trying to haul a bulky suitcase up a flight of stairs or across a busy terminal. By adding wheels, Krupa transformed the travel experience, making it much easier to transport belongings without breaking a sweat. His invention laid the groundwork for our modern rolling suitcases, which can effortlessly glide beside us, leaving our hands free for other tasks. This simple yet revolutionary idea not only made travel more convenient, but also encouraged more people to explore new places. Can you envision traveling without a wheeled suitcase today? Ever thought about flesh-eating bacteria risks? It turns out the likelihood of being infected by these dangerous bacteria is higher than the chance of being struck by lightning. This condition, known as necrotizing fasciitis, is rare but serious, requiring swift medical attention. Often caused by bacteria entering the body through cuts or wounds, its symptoms can be severe, including intense pain, swelling, and changes in skin color. Because of this, being aware of the signs is vital. Good hygiene practices like washing hands regularly, treating wounds promptly, and seeking immediate help for infections can significantly lower your risk. While both being struck by lightning and contracting this infection are uncommon experiences, the impact of necrotizing fasciitis can be life-changing. It's essential to stay informed and cautious, especially during activities that might expose you to cuts or infections. So keep an eye out for those warning signs and don't hesitate to contact a healthcare professional if something seems off. You might be shocked to learn that chariot racers were ancient stars. In ancient Rome, these daring athletes commanded immense popularity, captivating audiences in grand arenas. Racing in colorful, fast-paced chariots, they demonstrated incredible skill and bravery, racing to victory while navigating treacherous turns. The excitement surrounding these events was palpable, with thousands of fans cheering loudly, placed bets, and passionately rooting for their favorite racers. Some racers enjoyed lucrative careers, earning more than modern-day sports figures. Their fame often rivaled that of contemporary celebrities, with their names becoming household words. These charioteers sometimes faced brutal competition and dangerous accidents, showcasing their courage in the face of peril. Beyond the thrill of the races themselves, they played a vital role in Roman culture, reflecting society's obsession with competition and glory. Can you imagine such a vibrant world where racing was more than just a sport? Disney takes a giant leap into China. In a thrilling move, Disney opened its first theme park in mainland China, a milestone that highlights the company's ambitious plans for international growth. Located in Shanghai, this park is designed to attract millions of visitors, thanks to the rapidly expanding Chinese middle class. As more families in China enjoy higher disposable incomes, Disney aims to capture their hearts with a magical experience filled with rides, entertainment, and beloved characters. The park boasts state-of-the-art attractions, hotels, restaurants, and shops, all set within a beautifully themed environment that reflects both Disney's iconic storytelling and Chinese culture. This significant step shows how companies like Disney are keen on adapting to new markets and creating unique experiences for local visitors. By investing in such a vast complex, Disney is not just building a theme park. It's forming a long-term connection with Chinese families who are eager for exciting entertainment options. Will this strategy pay off in creating the happiest place on Earth for millions more? Surprising benefits of blue in our lives. The color blue has a unique ability to calm our minds and evoke feelings of relaxation. This soothing effect is closely tied to natural elements like the ocean and sky, which remind us of open spaces and serenity. Because of this, blue is often used in hospitals and wellness spaces. Researchers have found that when patients see blue on walls or decor, they tend to feel more at ease and less stressed. Imagine walking into a room painted in a soft shade of blue. It can instantly create a peaceful atmosphere. It's no wonder designers choose this color for places where people want to relax or heal. So next time you see a blue wall or a serene ocean view, remember that your mind might be responding to that calming hue. The psychological effects of colors are powerful, shaping our emotions and even influencing our health. As we continue to explore how color impacts our lives, blue stands out as a symbol of tranquility and stability. Have you noticed how certain colors make you feel? What if I told you dragonflies can zoom at 34 mm/s? These fascinating insects are not just pretty to look at, they boast some of the best flying abilities in the animal kingdom. With 4 wings that operate independently, dragonflies can perform incredible aerial maneuvers, darting in any direction with ease. Imagine soaring through the air, capable of instant changes in speed and direction. This is just a regular day for a dragonfly. Their unique wing structure allows them to hover in place, fly backward, and even make sharp turns to catch prey mid-flight. Unlike many other insects, dragonflies can accelerate quickly and reach impressive speeds of 34 miles per hour, 55 kilometers per hour, making them agile hunters. So the next time you see a dragonfly buzzing around, remember that it's not just a delicate creature. It's an aviation expert of the natural world. Why is Dallas home to the largest ice sculpture? The world's largest ice sculpture, towering over 30 feet high, calls Dallas its home. This amazing structure captures attention not just for its vast height, but for the intricate designs carved into the ice, making it a true work of art. Artists use specialized tools to create delicate details, showcasing their skill in manipulating ice into stunning shapes. Each winter, this impressive sculpture becomes a magnet for tourists, drawing people from far and wide who come to marvel at its beauty. The sculpture often features seasonal themes, making each display a unique experience for visitors. Many families cherish the tradition of visiting this icy wonder, snapping photos and creating memories as they stand beside it. Local businesses also benefit from the influx of tourists, helping the Dallas community thrive during the winter months. So next time you think of ice sculptures, remember that Dallas holds the crown with this massive masterpiece. What other surprises does Dallas have in store? Let's uncover the truth about roller coasters. Did you know the first roller coaster was created by LaMarcus Thompson? Back in the late 1800s, Coney Island was buzzing with visitors, but it also had a darker side filled with brothels and rowdy behavior. Thompson, seeing this as a problem, wanted to create a family-friendly attraction that would offer wholesome fun and steer people away from vice. His vision was to provide a thrilling ride that everyone could enjoy together, fostering a sense of community and joy. In 1884, Thompson's coaster, known as the Switchback Railway, appeared, thrilling riders with dips that felt daring yet safe. The roller coaster quickly became a symbol of amusement parks, attracting families and sparking a new wave of entertainment. Today, roller coasters come in all shapes and sizes, but it all started with Thompson's mission to bring smiles to New Yorkers. How cool is that? Believe it or not, Napoleon was shorter than you think. The debate over Napoleon Bonaparte's height has puzzled historians for years, often leading people to believe he was quite a short man. However, this confusion stems from differences in measurement systems used in France and Britain during his time. While the French reports listed Napoleon as 5 feet 2 inches tall, that measurement was in French feet, which are longer than British feet. When converted, he stood at about 5 feet 6 inches, average for his era. This ongoing discussion illustrates how politics and national pride can shape historical narratives. Both the British and French played a role in painting Napoleon's image, emphasizing or downplaying facts for their own agendas. The result? A lasting myth around his height that captivates our imagination even today. How many other historical figures have similar mysteries surrounding them? Let's uncover the truth about maps and legends. Maps are more than just pictures of places. They serve as detailed representations of geography, featuring various colors and symbols. However, these symbols mean different things, and that's where a key or legend comes in. The legend is like a translator, helping us make sense of what each color represents, whether it's a river, a mountain, or a city. Imagine trying to find your way without understanding what the blue line signifies. Without a legend, navigating through the map could become a real headache, leading to confusion. For instance, if you see a green area, it might indicate a park or forest, but without the legend, you wouldn't know for sure. This is why the legend is essential. It provides the necessary context to ensure you can read and interpret the map accurately. So the next time you pull out a map, remember to check the legend first. Your journey depends on it. Did you know Alan Turing was an elite runner? Turing, widely celebrated as the father of modern computing, had talents that went beyond the realms of math and logic. In addition to pioneering work on algorithms and artificial intelligence, he was also a passionate athlete. Turing completed a marathon in an impressive time of 2 hours and 46 minutes, showcasing his remarkable endurance and speed. Averaging 6 minutes and 20 seconds per mile, he came extremely close to qualifying for the Olympic marathon, a feat that highlights not only his mental acuity, but also his physical prowess. Imagine a man who could decode complex messages during World War II, while also training for a grueling marathon. His story is a fascinating blend of intellect and athleticism, reminding us that brilliance comes in many forms. Turing's achievements in both the scientific community and athletics serve as an inspiration, illustrating how diverse talents can converge in one person. How different would history look if he had been on that Olympic track? Can you guess how many smells we can detect? It might surprise you to learn that humans have the amazing ability to distinguish over 1 trillion different odors. This incredible capacity showcases not just how keen our sense of smell is, but also how it plays a vital role in our everyday lives. Our noses are equipped with around 400 types of scent receptors, each capable of identifying specific odor molecules. When these receptors interact with various chemicals in the air, they send signals to our brain, creating a unique scent profile. This allows us to enjoy the sweet aroma of fresh bread, the earthy scent of rain, or even the hint of smoke from a campfire. Smell is intricately linked to memory and emotion, explained by the fact that odors can trigger powerful recollections and feelings. Imagine walking through a park filled with blooming flowers and being transported back to childhood. Understanding the complexity of our olfactory system not only highlights our unique human experience, but also emphasizes how smells can enhance our connection to the world around us. Did you know brown bears can smell 7 times better? This remarkable sense of smell is crucial for their survival. Brown bears boast an olfactory capability that surpasses even that of a bloodhound, making their noses incredibly powerful tools in the wild. These majestic creatures use their keen sense of smell to detect food, locate potential mates, and steer clear of dangers from far away. Imagine being able to sniff out a meal from several miles away. This ability helps them find berries, fish, and other foods to fuel their energy, especially before hibernation. Moreover, it plays a key role in finding mates during the breeding season, ensuring the continuation of their species. Their excellent sense of smell also acts as a protective mechanism, allowing them to sense predators or human activity before it becomes a threat. In a world where smells can mean life or death, brown bears truly are masters of scent detection. Isn't it fascinating how the animal kingdom thrives in such diverse ways? Ever wonder who makes the most films in the world? India holds the title as the world's leading film producer, churning out an astounding 1,000 films every year. This vibrant industry, often referred to as Bollywood, is known for its colorful storytelling, catchy music, and captivating dance sequences. Movies are made in various languages across the country, with Hindi films gaining massive popularity. But Bollywood isn't the only player. Regional industries like Tollywood, Collywood, and others also contribute to this impressive number. Film production in India is not just about entertainment. It often reflects social issues, culture, and tradition, making it a significant part of Indian life. Audiences flock to theaters to enjoy a mix of genres, from heartwarming dramas to thrilling action flicks. With millions of viewers and a growing global audience, Indian cinema continues to expand its reach, showcasing diverse stories and talents. Isn't it amazing how India's film magic unites people through stories and emotions? Can you picture a volcano tantruming with every eruption? Mount Etna in Italy isn't just the largest volcano in Europe. It's also steeped in fascinating mythology. Local legends say that Typhon, a monstrous figure from ancient Greek mythology, is trapped beneath the volcano. When Mount Etna erupts, it's believed to be Typhon expressing his anger, throwing a fit that shakes the earth. Typhon, often described as a giant with serpentine features, was said to battle the gods for control of the sky. This connection to Etna adds a layer of intrigue to the already dramatic landscape. Every time the volcano rumbles or spews lava, locals can't help but think of the mythical titan below, reminding us how ancient stories continue to shape our understanding of nature. The eruptions are not just geological events. They're a reminder of the powerful tales that are woven into the fabric of the landscape. How do you think these myths influence local culture today? Is it really true that men have bigger noses? Research shows that on average, men do indeed have larger noses than women. This intriguing fact is linked to their greater muscle mass, which demands more oxygen. As muscle tissue requires more oxygen to function effectively, our bodies adapt in fascinating ways. A larger nose helps men take in extra air, which can lead to heavier breathing. This difference can also contribute to louder snoring, making sleep a little more challenging for men compared to women, who tend to manage their breathing better during the night. This evolutionary trait not only highlights the fascinating ways our bodies adapt to specific needs, but also sparks curiosity about how our physical features reflect our biology. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as nose size can reveal so much about our evolutionary history and health? Discover the mystery of Elliday Island's lone house. This intriguing island, part of the Westman Islands in Iceland, is home to a solitary structure that sparks curiosity among visitors. Built in the 1950s by a group of adventurous hunters, the house served as a base for their thrilling expeditions into the rugged wilderness of the island. Imagine a cozy spot where passionate hunters shared stories of their escapades, surrounded by breathtaking landscapes and the sound of crashing waves. Today, Elliday Island stands as a testament to human exploration and resilience, drawing thrill seekers and nature lovers alike. The island's isolation adds to its charm, as it offers a rare glimpse into both the beauty of Iceland's nature and the history of those who once roamed its shores. Why did they choose this remote location, and what stories could the walls tell? Rediscover the allure of adventure on Elliday Island. Discover the amazing Biffalo hybrid species. Did you know Biffalo, a hybrid created by crossing a cow and a bison, is officially recognized as its own species? This intriguing animal emerged in the 1980s, combining the best traits from both parents. Biffalos inherit the hardiness of bison and the gentler nature of cows, making them adaptable to various environments. One of the standout features of Biffalo is its leaner meat, which is delicious and healthier than traditional beef. This has led to a surge in popularity, particularly in about half of the United States, where health-conscious consumers seek alternatives to standard beef. Farmers appreciate biffalos not only for their meat, but also for their resilience, making them easier to raise in tough conditions. The biffalo is an exciting example of how hybrid species can offer unique benefits while captivating our interest in the wonders of animal genetics. Can you imagine that apples can be months old? Many people pick apples thinking they've just come straight from the tree, but the reality is quite different. By the time those shiny red or green apples hit the grocery store shelves, they might have been in storage for months. To keep apples fresh for long periods, growers use a variety of preservation techniques like controlled atmosphere storage, which reduces the oxygen levels around the fruit, slowing down ripening. This means that the apples you eat during the winter months may have been picked in the fall or even earlier. While these methods help reduce food waste, they also challenge our ideas about what fresh truly means. So why not explore local farmers markets or community-supported agriculture, CSA programs for apples that are picked just days before? You might discover flavors and textures that store-bought apples can't match. Surprisingly, heart disease risk is within our control. Many people don't realize that factors like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and stress can greatly increase the chances of developing heart disease. What's even more fascinating is that you can take charge of your heart health through lifestyle changes. By adopting a healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, you lay a solid foundation for better heart health. Engaging in regular exercise adds another layer of protection. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity each week. And let's not forget the impact of harmful habits. Avoiding smoking can significantly lower your risk. It's important to understand that these changes don't just benefit your heart, they can also boost your overall well-being. With simple adjustments, you can lead a healthier, more vibrant life. So why wait? Start taking steps today to protect your heart and decrease your risk of heart disease. What if I told you cats always land on their feet? This incredible ability is thanks to a unique body structure and a special reflex. Cats have flexible spines and unique collarbones that allow them to twist their bodies mid-air. When they fall, a cat instinctively rights itself so that their feet face downward. This reflex helps them land safely, which is vital for their survival, especially when hunting or escaping danger. Unlike humans, who can suffer serious injuries from a fall, Cats often walk away unscathed. Their sense of balance is also remarkable, aided by their inner ear structures, which help them detect changes in position. This natural talent is not just for show, it's essential for their agility and hunting prowess. So next time you see a cat gracefully jumping or falling, remember they have a special skill set designed by nature to keep them safe and nimble. Did you know blood makes up 7% of your weight? This might sound surprising, but your blood is more than just a red liquid flowing through your veins. It plays critical roles in keeping you alive. For an average person weighing 154 pounds, this means they carry nearly 5 liters of blood. This miraculous fluid is composed mainly of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, each serving unique functions. Red blood cells transport oxygen from your lungs to the rest of your body, while white blood cells help fight infection, and platelets assist in blood clotting to prevent excessive bleeding. So the next time you think about your body, remember that your blood not only makes up a significant chunk of your weight, but also supports countless processes that keep you healthy and active. Isn't it incredible how much this liquid is doing for you every day? Here's a wild fact about ancient Greek color perception. It seems the ancient Greeks might not have recognized the color blue as we do today. Instead, their writings often describe the ocean as resembling the color of wine, rather than a clear blue. Scholars believe this could reveal much about how language shapes our understanding of the world. In their literature, hues like green and yellow were more common, while blue was practically absent. The famous poet Homer describes the sea and sky, but doesn't use the word blue, calling them dark or wine-colored instead. This idea suggests that color perception can vary greatly across cultures. If a society doesn't have a word for a color, does it actually see that color? By exploring how the ancient Greeks viewed colors, we gain insight into their daily lives, values, and how they interpreted nature around them. Here's a wild fact about Bouvet Island. In 1964, an intriguing discovery took place on the remote Bouvet Island, a tiny, uninhabited location in the South Atlantic Ocean. Researchers stumbled upon an abandoned boat, adding an eerie twist to the island's already mysterious reputation. What made this find so captivating was the complete absence of any signs of the boat's occupants. Where did they go? Did they venture onto the island and face unexpected challenges? The story of the boat raises many questions, drawing the attention of explorers and researchers alike. Bouvet Island is largely covered by a glacier and is considered one of the most isolated places on Earth, which only deepens the intrigue surrounding this mysterious discovery. The combination of its harsh environment and the unexplained fate of the boat's occupants turns Bouvet Island into a captivating puzzle waiting to be solved. Are we alone in evidence of previous explorers, or is Bouvet Island hiding secrets of adventurous stories that remain untold? Ever wonder about Kim Il-sung's bold mission in 1968? This significant event unfolded when North Korea's leader dispatched 31 commandos into South Korea, aiming to assassinate the South Korean president. Their plan involved not just violence, but also a subtle strategy: indoctrinating two brothers into communism. The commandos infiltrated the heavily fortified border, showcasing a mix of military skill and deception. These brave infiltrators approached their targets with the hope of turning them into supporters of North Korea's regime. This audacious attempt highlighted the intense political rivalry and the lengths to which both nations would go during the Cold War era. It was a risky endeavor that could have escalated tensions even further, showcasing the high-stakes game of espionage and political influence. Ultimately, the mission failed, but it remains a fascinating chapter in the complex relationship between North and South Korea, illuminating the harsh realities and strategies of ideological warfare during that turbulent time. What other surprising stories from history might reveal about our world today? Is it really true that paper needs so much energy? Surprisingly, making paper from trees demands more energy than producing steel from iron ore. This shocking fact highlights the significant impact of our resource choices. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, recycling paper can cut energy consumption by a whopping 60%. That's a huge difference. When we recycle, we not only save trees, which provide us with oxygen and wildlife habitats, but we also reduce the need for additional energy-intensive processes. This means less pollution and a smaller carbon footprint. Imagine if everyone made a habit of recycling their paper, like newspapers, cardboard boxes, and even those old school reports. Every little bit helps. So next time you have paper to dispose of, think about tossing it in the recycling bin instead of the trash. By doing this, we can contribute to a healthier planet and conserve essential resources. It's a simple act that can make a big impact. Why not start today? Why does the zoo hypothesis intrigue so many people? This fascinating idea suggests that extraterrestrial beings could be watching humanity from afar, just like people observe animals in a zoo. The concept invites us to think about our place in the universe and whether we might be part of someone else's experiment or entertainment. Imagine advanced aliens, equipped with technology beyond our comprehension, choosing not to interfere with our lives, allowing us to develop and evolve on our own. This hypothesis raises many questions. Are we being studied? What would aliens think of our behaviors and cultures? It's a thought-provoking scenario that taps into our curiosity about life beyond Earth. Instead of making contact, these extraterrestrials might be silently gathering data about our societies and civilizations. This idea encourages us to reflect on our actions and the way we live, suggesting that perhaps we should be more mindful, as if someone or something is always watching. So what do you think? Are we living in an interstellar zoo? Pterosaurs aren't dinosaurs? Let's dive into the details. Although pterosaurs flew high in the prehistoric skies alongside the mighty dinosaurs, they belong to a separate group of reptiles. Pterosaurs are often mistaken for dinosaurs due to their size and presence during the same time periods, but significant anatomical differences set them apart. For starters, pterosaurs had hollow bones that made them lighter and better suited for flight. They also sported unique features like long wings made of skin stretched over a wing finger, allowing them to navigate the air efficiently. In contrast, dinosaurs, which were primarily land dwellers, had sturdy bodies and different limb structures. While both groups share a common ancestor, the evolutionary paths they took led to distinct characteristics. So the next time you think of dinosaurs, remember that pterosaurs were soaring above them, charting their own unique course in the history of life. What if I told you about Komodo dragon venom? These fascinating reptiles wield venom that can actually lower the blood pressure of their prey, sending them into shock and allowing the Komodo dragon to catch them more easily. This helps them thrive as apex predators on their Indonesian islands. Surprisingly, they can gulp down an astonishing 80% of their body weight in one sitting, making every meal a staggering feat. But their hunting skills don't stop there. Komodo dragons are known to use clever ambush tactics and even hunt in groups, showcasing their remarkable intelligence. Observations of their teamwork in the wild reveal a social side to these solitary creatures that many wouldn't expect. By working together, they increase their chances of a successful hunt, which is essential for survival in their tough environment. So next time you ponder these mighty dragons, remember their venom's role and their surprising hunting behavior. How many other creatures possess such extraordinary abilities? Prepare for the wildest tomato fight of your life. Every August, the small Spanish town of Buñol comes alive with a vibrant festival known as La Tomatina, where thousands of people enthusiastically fling more than 22,000 pounds of ripe tomatoes at each other for a full hour. This colorful event began in 1945 when a playful food fight broke out during a local festival, leading to an unexpected tomato battle in the streets. Ever since, La Tomatina has transformed from a spontaneous skirmish into one of the most beloved and exciting traditions in Spain. Participants, dressed in old clothes and goggles, gather at the town square with excitement and laughter, eagerly waiting for the signal to start the mayhem. Once the tomatoes start flying, the streets turn into a sea of red pulp as everyone joyfully gets messy. Not only does this festival draw locals together, but it also attracts visitors from all over the globe, eager to join in the fun. So if you fancy a unique vacation experience filled with laughter and a bit of chaos, can you imagine yourself in the middle of this unforgettable tomato battle? Did you know Lake Victoria is a major river too? This spectacular body of water is not only the largest lake in Africa, but it also plays a crucial role as a river, meandering over 1,000 miles through diverse landscapes and communities. Lake Victoria spans 3 countries, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. It supports millions of people who rely on its resources for fishing, transportation, and agriculture. The lake is steeped in history and culture, serving as a backdrop for countless stories and traditions of the local tribes. One fascinating aspect is its unique biodiversity that supports various fish species, which are essential for the livelihoods of local fishermen. Unfortunately, Lake Victoria also faces challenges such as pollution and invasive species that threaten its delicate ecosystem. Understanding the importance of this lake as both a water source and cultural hub is vital for its preservation and the communities surrounding it. Hard to believe, but baseball's origins are a mystery. Many people think that Abner Doubleday invented baseball in 1839, but the truth is a lot more complicated. This popular belief became widespread in the early 1900s, largely to create a heroic backstory for America's favorite pastime. Interestingly, there is no solid evidence supporting Doubleday's claim. Baseball actually evolved over time from British games like rounders and cricket. By 1845, Alexander Cartwright played a crucial role in shaping the sport's modern rules, laying the groundwork for the game we know today. Historians now agree that baseball emerged gradually, developing through the contributions of many players and communities rather than through the efforts of a single individual. So, while the story of Doubleday is captivating, it's important to recognize that baseball's journey has deeper roots in a mix of cultures and traditions. This might surprise you. Pluto's name has a twist. The dwarf planet Pluto, discovered in 1930, was named after the Roman god of the underworld, not the famous Disney dog. An 11-year-old British girl named Venetia Burney suggested the name shortly after its discovery, finding it fitting for such a distant and mysterious world that lies on the edge of our solar system. Imagine how Venetia must have felt, knowing she played a part in naming a celestial body. Interestingly, the Disney character was also named around the same time, creating a fun coincidence that links the two. Pluto's dark and cold surface reflects its namesake's shadowy domain, making it a captivating object of study for astronomers. Though now classified as a dwarf planet, Pluto continues to spark curiosity and wonder, reminding us that the universe is full of surprises. Why do you think this mythic connection matters? Surprisingly, it's a fact that junk food can harm vision. In 2019, a teenager from Bristol, United Kingdom, faced serious health challenges due to his peculiar diet. Living primarily on French fries, Pringles, white bread, and the rare addition of ham or sausage, he ended up with severe vitamin deficiencies and malnutrition. This unhealthy eating pattern didn't just lead to tired eyes. It caused permanent damage to his central vision, creating blind spots that would be hard to adapt to. This situation highlights a disturbing reality about nutrition. When the body doesn't get essential vitamins and minerals, serious health consequences can follow. Carrots may be famous for promoting good eyesight, but this case reminds us that a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, proteins, and whole grains is necessary for maintaining our health. Can you imagine losing your sight because of a poor diet? Isolates Maldives, the world's most challenging country. Scientists recently discovered that Isole Maldives holds the unique title of the most demanding country in the world. This unusual place boasts an impressive average altitude of 1,988 meters, about 5,900 feet, above sea level, making it one of the highest nations on the planet. However, what makes Isles Maldives even more fascinating is its highest point, just 5.1 meters, 16.7 feet, above sea level. This striking difference between the average altitude and the highest point creates an extreme environment, where the terrain is both challenging and beautiful. The landscapes range from dramatic highlands to coastal areas, providing a rich setting for diverse ecosystems. Visitors must prepare for altitude sickness and unpredictable weather patterns, making trekking in this country an adventure filled with surprises. Isole Maldives serves not only as a test of endurance, but also as a reminder of the wonders our planet has to offer, challenging explorers to embrace its unique beauty and discover its hidden treasures. Guess what really drives elephants all day long? Elephants are true foodies, spending up to 18 hours a day munching on a staggering 150 kilograms or 330 pounds of food. Their meals are a delightful mix of grasses, fruits, and even tree bark, providing them with the energy they need to roam vast distances. These gentle giants have incredibly flexible diets, which allow them to thrive in various habitats, from savannas to forests. Their constant foraging plays a crucial role in their ecosystems too. As they clear vegetation and distribute seeds, they help maintain the health of their environment. Just imagine a day spent continuously snacking, all to fuel their majestic presence. Elephants not only rely on their food for sustenance, but also engage in social interactions, sharing meals and bonding with others in their herd. Isn't it fascinating how much effort goes into feeding these remarkable creatures? What if I told you humans walked on the moon first? It's true. Before we had the convenience of wheeled suitcases, which didn't hit the market until the 1970s, humanity had accomplished an incredible achievement: landing astronauts on the moon. In 1969, during the Apollo 11 mission, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took those historic first steps on the lunar surface, while Michael Collins orbited above in the command module. This remarkable feat showcased human ingenuity and determination, proving that we could reach beyond our planet. Imagine astronauts bouncing around in bulky spacesuits, planting the American flag in a world completely different from Earth, all while travelers on the ground were still hauling heavy bags. The fact that we achieved such a monumental goal before designing a suitcase with wheels is a fascinating reminder of how innovation can sometimes lag behind our most ambitious dreams. Could you have imagined that? Can you imagine that starfish eat with their stomachs? Starfish have a fascinating and unique feeding method that sets them apart from most creatures in the ocean. When a starfish finds a tasty treat like a mussel or clam, it uses its strong arms to gently pry open the shell just enough. But here's the incredible part: the starfish can actually push its stomach out of its mouth. This external stomach then extends into the shell to release special digestive enzymes that liquefy the soft insides of the prey. Once the little marine meal is fully digested, the starfish pulls its stomach back in, soaking up all the nutrients it needs. This amazing ability allows starfish to eat animals that are larger than their actual mouths, showcasing the remarkable adaptations of life beneath the waves. Isn't nature just incredible? Is Waiahakua Cave the world's most amazing sea cave? This stunning natural wonder located in Hawaii holds the title of the second largest sea cave globally, stretching an incredible 1,150 feet in length. Visitors can enter the cave through two separate openings, each offering a unique experience. As you step inside, be prepared to be mesmerized by the breathtaking waterfalls that cascade dramatically from the rocky ceilings, creating a magical atmosphere. The play of light on the water and walls enhances the cave's beauty, making it a photographer's paradise. Moreover, the surrounding marine life and intricate rock formations add to the allure of this hidden gem. Whether you're an adventure seeker or a nature lover, exploring Waiahakua Cave offers a chance to witness the raw power of nature. So who's ready to dive into this incredible adventure? You might be shocked to learn that tea bags fight odors. This clever trick relies on the tannins found in tea, which are amazing at absorbing moisture and neutralizing unpleasant smells. If you've ever dealt with stinky shoes or that sweaty scent in your gym bag, just grab a couple of dry tea bags, slip them inside your shoes or bag, and let them work their magic overnight. As the tea bags soak up the moisture, they'll help eliminate the unpleasant odors that can sometimes leave you feeling embarrassed to take off your shoes in public. It's a simple, cost-effective solution that not only helps freshen up your gear, but also puts those used tea bags to good use. Plus, it beats spending money on fancy air fresheners or odor eliminators. Next time your footwear needs some freshening up, consider this unexpected solution. Who would have thought tea could do so much? Guess what unusual event happened in 1957? It's hard to believe, but this year marked a surprising chapter in history involving the Hellmann's region and a peculiar association with mayonnaise. During this time, threats were made regarding mayonnaise, which adds a humorous twist to the serious undertones of the political climate. Even more baffling is the claim that the US military used mayonnaise to help prevent rain. Yes, you read that right. This mayonnaise tactic was infused with a dash of absurdity, leaving many to question if it was a genuine strategy or simply a myth. The intrigue around this era reveals how food items like mayonnaise can unexpectedly weave into the fabric of historical narratives. From protection against rain to bizarre threats, the events of 1957 certainly make for a memorable slice of history. What will they think of next? Here's what actually happens when Apple wants land. In an intriguing turn of events, Apple aimed to purchase a piece of land in North Carolina for a new data center, but the current owners, a couple, were not interested in selling. Rather than taking the fight to court, Apple decided to offer nearly $2 million for the property, which was significantly higher than its market value. This generous offer not only showed Apple's willingness to compromise, but also an understanding of the couple's attachment to their home. The couple ultimately accepted the deal, leading to a peaceful resolution for both parties. This incident highlights how major companies can use negotiation and compromise instead of conflict. It also raises questions about the value we place on land and how much personal attachments can weigh against a financial offer. What do you think is more important, money or memories? Hard to believe, but Scott's frozen provisions still exist. In 1911, British explorer Robert Falcon Scott embarked on a daring mission to reach the South Pole, leaving behind a hut filled with essential supplies. This historic site, known as the Scott Hut, was stocked with provisions like biscuits, pemmican, and seals, designed to sustain the expedition. Shockingly, over a century later, many of these items remain preserved in the freezing temperatures of Antarctica. The extreme cold has kept the food remarkably intact, providing a unique glimpse into the early 20th century polar exploration. Scientists study these preserved provisions to understand the conditions faced by early explorers and how they managed to survive in such harsh environments. Each untouched can and package inside the hut tell a story of bravery, adventure, and the relentless quest for knowledge about one of Earth's harshest landscapes. Could these relics inspire future explorers? Here's a wild fact about vision loss. The global economy incurs a staggering loss of $227 billion every year because many adults lack corrective eyewear. Imagine over 2.5 billion people struggling with poor vision, which hampers not just their ability to read or drive, but also their productivity at work and overall quality of life. Without simple tools like glasses, tasks that seem easy for many become challenging for those affected. Poor vision can lead to mistakes and missed opportunities, impacting not only individuals but entire communities and industries as well. Engaging in daily activities becomes a struggle, preventing people from reaching their full potential. This situation raises important questions about access to healthcare and vision solutions. What can be done to ensure everyone has the vision they need to thrive? It's a challenge that calls for innovative solutions and greater awareness. You won't believe the truth about mushrooms. Portobello, cremini, and button mushrooms are all different maturity stages of the same species, Agaricus bisporus. That's right. When you see these three varieties at the grocery store, you're actually looking at the same fungal family, each at a unique stage of growth. Button mushrooms, the youngest and smallest, offer a mild flavor and are often used in salads and soups. As they mature into cremini mushrooms, their taste deepens, making them a favorite for pasta dishes and sautéed meals. Finally, we have the large and meaty portobello mushrooms. These beauties, with their rich umami flavor, are perfect for grilling or as a satisfying meat substitute. It's fascinating to see how just a bit of time can transform these mushrooms from one form to another, showcasing the wonder of nature's growth processes. Have you ever tried them all? What if I told you about Mount Aja's stargazing magic? This stunning mountain, towering around 14,000 feet, is a hidden gem for astronomy lovers, far from the hustle and bustle of Hawaii. With its lofty elevation, Mount Aja provides a breathtaking viewpoint that is perfect for observing the night sky. Astronomers from all over seek this special locale, as it offers spectacular views and minimal light pollution. Imagine standing on the summit, surrounded by the crisp air and awe-inspiring vistas as you gaze at the twinkling stars above. The mountain's unique blend of nature and science creates an astonishing experience, whether you're a seasoned stargazer or a curious beginner. Because it's often less crowded than other famous spots, you can enjoy a more intimate encounter with the cosmos. This combination of altitude and tranquility helps you connect with the universe like never before. So, if you're looking for a fantastic place to marvel at the stars, Mount Aja could be your next adventure. Did you know that ancient DNA reveals Denisovans? Scientists recently made a fascinating discovery using DNA extracted from a tiny finger bone, leading to the reconstruction of the Denisovans image. This ancient relative of ours, known primarily from a few bone fragments, has shown surprising similarities with both Neanderthals and modern humans. By analyzing the Denisovan DNA, researchers could piece together aspects of their physical appearance and understand better how they fit into our evolutionary tree. The Denisovans lived around 40,000 years ago in what is now Siberia, and they are believed to have interbred with ancestors of modern humans. This discovery adds more depth to our understanding of human evolution, showing us that our history is richer and more interconnected than we ever imagined. How will future discoveries reshape our understanding of ancient relatives? Prepare to be amazed by Tokyo's giant cat billboard. This incredible 3D digital display showcases a massive, lifelike cat that has become the talk of the town. Located in the bustling Shibuya district, it attracts thousands of visitors daily, all eager to capture a glimpse of this fascinating technology. The billboard uses advanced holographic projection techniques, allowing the cat to appear as if it's jumping right out into the street. People can't help but stop and stare, snapping pictures and sharing them on social media. The design not only wows onlookers with its engaging visuals, but also sparks a deeper curiosity about the tech behind such eye-catching displays. With its playful expressions and interactive elements, the giant cat isn't just an advertisement, it's an art piece that blends creativity with cutting-edge engineering. Will this billboard inspire future innovations in urban advertising? Did you know salt can be offensive in Egypt? In Egyptian culture, asking for salt while dining is seen as a serious insult. This custom reveals much about how Egyptians value their culinary traditions. When a guest requests salt, it implies that the dish lacks flavor, which can be disrespectful to the host. In Egypt, meals are often prepared with great care and include a mix of bold spices and herbs to ensure deliciousness. Rather than adding salt, guests are encouraged to appreciate the chef's skills and the unique flavors of traditional dishes like koshari or malakia. This cultural nuance highlights the importance of food in social settings and reflects a deep respect for culinary artistry. So if you find yourself dining in Egypt, remember to savor the flavors without reaching for the salt shaker. This practice fosters a connection between the host and guests, ensuring that the dining experience is both enjoyable and respectful. By honoring these customs, you can truly embrace the rich culinary heritage of this fascinating country. Unbelievably, DNA can be completely replaced after a transplant. Chris Long from Nevada experienced a remarkable transformation following a bone marrow transplant. 4 years after the procedure, doctors discovered something astonishing. The DNA in both his blood and semen had entirely changed to match that of his anonymous donor. This phenomenon occurs because bone marrow is crucial for producing blood cells, including those that carry genetic information. In Chris's case, the donor's cells effectively took over, leading to an incredible overlap where his own genetic markers were replaced. Imagine the implications. This discovery opens up new discussions about identity and genetics, prompting questions about how we define ourselves at the molecular level. It raises fascinating points about donor-recipient relationships and the power of our body's ability to adapt. When one person's cells can become a significant part of another's life, it challenges our understanding of blood ties and heritage. Isn't it intriguing to consider the complexities of our genetic makeup? Have you ever wondered why some legal cases take forever? In India, a land dispute case that began way back in 1675 stretched on for an incredible 300 years, finally wrapping up in 1966. This long-lasting trial highlights the complexities involved in legal disputes and the challenges faced when trying to resolve them. Over the centuries, the case must have seen countless twists and turns, reflecting changes in society, culture, and even governance. The legal systems in place had to deal with evolving laws, shifting land ownership, and differing interpretations, making it hard to reach a conclusion. This saga didn't just affect the lives of those directly involved. It resonates as a reminder of how often justice can be delayed. So what can we learn from this extraordinary case about patience in the law? It's a fascinating glimpse into how time, politics, and human nature can intertwine in the pursuit of justice. Here's what actually happens when plagues strike nations. The Justinian plague, a catastrophic outbreak in the 6th century, didn't spare even the mighty Emperor Justinian himself, who fought hard to survive its grip. This devastating disease claimed nearly half of Europe's population, leaving cities in chaos. As people fell ill, fear spread like wildfire. Desperate times called for desperate measures. With so many dying, authorities struggled to manage the bodies. Some resorted to disposing of corpses in buildings, while others chose the sea, hoping to prevent the spread of disease. Entire communities were decimated, and the landscape of Europe changed dramatically. Society was thrown into disarray, affecting everything from trade to governance. As cities became ghost towns, the impact of this plague echoed through history, reminding us of the fragility of life and the resilience needed to overcome such dire challenges. What lessons can we learn from this dark chapter? Did you know Edison named his kids after Morse code? Thomas Edison, the genius inventor, had a unique way of showing his love for innovation, even in naming his children. He chose nicknames inspired by Morse code signals, a clever nod to his connection with the telegraph, which was revolutionary in communication. Edison's son was called Dash, a reference to the long signal used in Morse code, while his daughter was nicknamed Dot, signifying the shorter signal. This imaginative approach not only reflected Edison's passion for invention, but also highlighted how creativity can permeate all aspects of life, including family. The telegraph changed the way people connect, and these nicknames serve as a playful reminder of Edison's groundbreaking work. Imagine growing up with such significant symbolism intertwined in your name. How cool is that? Prepare to be amazed by basketball mirror precision. The mirrors used in making basketballs are crafted with incredible accuracy, demonstrating just how advanced manufacturing can be. If you could enlarge one of these mirrors to the size of Earth, the largest flaw would measure a mere 15 centimeters tall. This level of precision means that the surfaces are incredibly smooth and uniform, allowing for better gameplay. A perfect basketball bounces more consistently and travels straighter, which is vital during a game. Not only does this precision enhance performance, but it also shows the technological advancements in material science and manufacturing processes. This high standard ensures that every player, from beginners to professionals, can rely on the basketball's quality. Can you believe that such tiny imperfections can make a massive difference on the court? Let's uncover the truth about snake senses. Snakes are fascinating creatures, especially when it comes to how they perceive the world around them. Unlike us, snakes have a remarkable method for detecting scents using their tongues. When a snake flicks its tongue in and out, it picks up tiny particles from the air. These particles are then transferred to a special organ located on the roof of their mouth called the Jacobson's organ. This clever system allows snakes to taste their surroundings, giving them vital information about potential prey, predators, and mates. So when you see a snake tasting the air, it's not just a quirky habit, it's an essential part of their survival strategy. This unique way of sensing is particularly important in their often dimly lit environments. It demonstrates how evolution has equipped them with specialized tools to thrive in various habitats. Next time you encounter a snake, remember that its flickering tongue is more than just a curious sight. It plays a critical role in the snake's daily life and interactions. Did you know that lions roamed across the globe? It's hard to imagine, but lions were once the most widely distributed large mammals, stretching their territory from Great Britain to Russia and even as far as California. Thousands of years ago, these majestic creatures were found in diverse habitats across Europe and Asia. However, around 12,000 years ago, their population began to decline rapidly. This decline was largely due to climate change, which altered their habitats and reduced their prey. Coupled with the impact of human activity such as hunting and habitat destruction, lion numbers started to dwindle. Today, they are mostly confined to Africa and a small region of India. Understanding this history not only reveals the incredible adaptability of lions, but also highlights the importance of conservation efforts to protect their remaining populations and habitats. Why did we let such powerful animals fade away? Let's uncover the truth about New Haven Harbor. This charming spot in Copenhagen holds the title of the oldest continuously operating harbor in the world. With its vibrant, colorful houses lining the waterfront, it's like stepping into a postcard. Established centuries ago, New Haven was initially built to accommodate merchant ships and facilitate trade. Today, locals and tourists alike flock to its scenic views, enjoying leisurely strolls along the quays. The harbor's picturesque setting isn't just for show, it has a rich history that reflects the growth of Copenhagen itself. Alongside its historical significance, visitors can find cafes, boutiques, and art galleries nestled among the iconic buildings. Exploring this enchanting area offers a glimpse into the past while enjoying the lively present. Whether you're capturing stunning photos or simply soaking in the atmosphere, New Haven Harbor is a vibrant blend of history and beauty. Have you planned your visit to this magical destination? Have you noticed this surprising fashion trend? Recently, many women have taken to wearing caps over bonnets, creating a striking look that almost hides their faces. This trend has gained so much popularity that it's becoming a part of everyday style in various communities. While some may appreciate the unique aesthetic, others argue that it feels somewhat restrictive, like wearing a fashionable prison. Critics point out that caps limiting visibility can affect personal expression, as it obscures features and emotions that usually shine through in style. Yet supporters claim this fashion statement empowers women to embrace a sense of mystery and intrigue. Whether it signifies a movement towards anonymity or simply a fresh approach to headwear, this trend is definitely turning heads. What do you think? Does the cap and bonnet combo inspire creativity or limit individuality? Is it really true that 3 products remain undiscovered? It sure is. Right now, there are 3 innovative products that no one has yet uncovered, which opens up exciting possibilities for businesses and inventors alike. This surprising idea highlights the endless potential for creativity and exploration in our rapidly changing world. Even with thousands of products filling our stores, these hidden gems remind us that people are still searching for solutions to everyday problems. From eco-friendly gadgets to life-enhancing health tools, each undiscovered product represents an opportunity to make life a little easier or more enjoyable. Think about it. Every great invention, from the microwave to smartphones, started as an idea waiting to be realized. The existence of these undiscovered products sparks curiosity about what they might be and how they could change our lives. So as scientists and entrepreneurs keep experimenting, the next big thing could be just around the corner. Who knows what amazing creations are waiting to be brought to life? Did you know Häagen-Dazs is truly American? Although its name hints at European roots, this beloved ice cream brand was actually born in the United States. Founded in 1961 by Polish immigrants Ruben and Rose Mattis, Häagen-Dazs came into existence during a time when gourmet ice cream options were scarce. The Mattises wanted to create a product that stood out for its rich, creamy texture and high-quality ingredients, which was a big leap from the average ice cream of that era. They chose the name Häagen-Dazs to evoke a sense of European craftsmanship and tradition, though it carries no authentic connection to Europe. The brand quickly gained popularity, becoming synonymous with luxury ice cream. Their commitment to using only the finest ingredients allowed Häagen-Dazs to redefine what people expected from dessert. Today, this ice cream is enjoyed worldwide, featuring flavors that are both classic and innovative. So next time you reach for a pint, remember the fascinating story behind this iconic brand. Have you ever wondered why vanilla tastes different? Natural vanilla extract is made from real vanilla beans, which give it a rich and complex flavor profile. In contrast, artificial vanilla flavoring, often labeled as vanillin, is created in a lab and typically comes from sources like lignin, a substance from wood. While it might be cheaper and more accessible, artificial vanilla lacks the depth and nuances found in its natural counterpart. When you experience the warm, creamy notes of natural vanilla in a cake or ice cream, you're enjoying the real deal. This difference is especially noticeable in gourmet products, which often prioritize high-quality ingredients. So, next time you whip up a dessert, think about which vanilla you choose. Are you going for the genuine flavor or the quick fix? This choice can transform your dish from ordinary to extraordinary. Can you believe dogs have unique nose prints? Just like human fingerprints, every dog has a distinct nose pattern that sets them apart from the rest. Each dog's nose is unlike any other, with different shapes, bumps, and ridges that create a one-of-a-kind print. This uniqueness makes it possible to identify dogs just by their noses. In fact, researchers have even experimented with using nose prints as a form of identification, much like how we use fingerprints for humans. It turns out that this incredible feature could help reunite lost pets with their owners. So, next time you cuddle your furry friend, remember that their nose is more than just adorable. It's a personal ID badge. This fun fact highlights just how special and individual our pets really are, adding an extra layer to the bond we share with them. Isn't it amazing to think that such small details make such a big difference? Next time you see a dog, take a moment to appreciate their unique nose and the quirky traits that make them who they are. Why exactly does the American flag have 50 stars? It all started with a high school student named Bob Heff in 1958. For a class project, Bob designed a flag featuring 50 stars, each representing an American state. Initially, his teacher graded the project with a B, but that soon changed. Bob's design was among over 1,500 submissions for a national competition. Remarkably, his concept was chosen, which led to the official adoption of the flag we proudly wave today. As a result, his grade was updated to an A. The 50 stars are arranged in 9 rows of alternating 5 and 6 stars, all set against a deep blue backdrop. This design symbolizes unity and the strength of the states coming together. Bob Heff's simple school assignment turned into a significant piece of American history, showing how creativity and passion can lead to extraordinary achievements.